And I realized the more that I pushed myself into being a certain way or, doing something in order to remove this feeling, the more it persisted and the more inner conflict I felt. Hello and welcome back. Thanks for being here. And today's agenda is absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's kind of the theme of my day and really the past week is having no agenda, no expectations, no standards, and really just letting myself be the way I need to be. I have been purging some internal dynamics that have really brought up a lot of tension and a lot of inner turmoil. And I realized the more that I pushed myself into being a certain way or, doing something in order to remove this feeling, the more it persisted and the more inner conflict I felt. And so today we're just going with it. We are just seeing what's coming up and we're just going to talk about it. And so the first thing that's coming through for me is, what does acceptance mean and why is it important when we are approaching our healing? This month has been nuts. I'm talking multiple eclipses, we've got multiple retrogrades. This stuff is nuts. I mean, I'm honestly really proud for getting up and for working out and for doing the small things that keep me maintained, because this stuff is heavy. And if you're anything like me, you have been feeling it and you have been going through it. And so how can we tend to ourselves during these crazy, crazy times? How can we do that? It's going to sound cliche, but it's by showing ourselves understanding and love, unconditional love. Because you'll notice the more you push yourself into being a certain way, into showing up a certain way, your body is probably going to reject it and you're probably going to get a lot of resistance. And let's take, for example, you're having a bad day. You ever try to push yourself out of a bad day and then the worse you felt? Yeah, it's because your bad feelings wanted to just be felt and they wanted to know that they're also safe and that they're also okay. And so by learning to accept and love yourself and give yourself that understanding, you show yourself that you're safe no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on. And that is the foundation. That is the foundation for you to move forward and build upon. And so, how can you learn to just be? How can you learn to just be okay with your anxiety? How can you learn to be okay with just your fear? How can you learn to be okay with these things and learn to live alongside of them? Because you'll recognize the more that you reject something, that's where you give it your power. So, you rejecting it on some level is actually giving it the power. When you learn to show yourself that full unconditional love and acceptance, that's when you take your power back, because now you're saying, no longer can anything throw me off track because I am always safe. There's no conditions, there's no limits to it. It's not only when I feel good, it's not only when things are going right. It's always okay. I'm always okay. And that's how you gain control. Often we try to push ourselves into controlling how we feel, what we're doing, how we're perceived, but we're limiting our happiness to a certain condition. And so when we learn to accept ourselves, even in our lows, that is when we take our power back. Because now your happiness is not reliant on a specific condition. Insert mood, insert career, insert, luck, for example. And so, how can you find that full acceptance within yourself to accept yourself in any way you need to be and allow yourself to be in any way you need to? Because I promise you, that is what's going to help you actually move forward. The more you stay stuck on something, the more you stay fixated on trying to push your way through, on trying to get yourself somewhere instead of just allowing it to just coexist with you, the more stuck you'll stay. And so the message here is, how can you just let yourself be? How can you just accept all the negative feelings, all of the crazy things happening around you, and how can you just coexist with all of it? That is the most self love you can give yourself, is allowing yourself to be exactly how you need to be and knowing that that's perfectly okay. You're on the right track. Everything is still moving for you. But right now, you're being asked to simply be with yourself and know that you are safe. Know that everything's okay. Okay, so, I kind of just went with the flow and I decided to pull a card. And what I got is I clear my energy field. And this is all about releasing what no longer serves us. So if there are, limiting beliefs, there's habits, there's toxic situations that are draining your energy, know that you're being supported in fully releasing that. And you don't have to do it all on your own. So know that whatever is coming up for you right now is being shed and is here for a larger purpose. I feel like those of you that are watching are having a hard time recognizing that what you're moving through is for a purpose and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And know that it's only coming up not to make you feel horrible, not to keep you stuck, not to keep you in repetitive cycles, but rather for you to recognize that this is no longer serving you and to fully release it. And know that you're being supported in releasing it. It's coming up so that it can be let go of. And so I'm going to read you the description. So it says, if you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself, defend what you feel is right, or retreat into hiding, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of this card, you're being given the all clear from the universe to release from your energy field any low vibrations, traumas, people, or situations that you know are no longer serving you, themselves, or the highest good of the planet. This is the perfect time to cut any connections that have been draining your energy. These can include resentments, concerns, or judgments that you have been holding about other people. This may mean you have to prepare yourself to talk things through and offer the hand of peace. You may be thinking that should be offered to you and be wary of re engaging with someone. But energy of resolution surrounds you at this time. So let go of the idea that you can be hurt any further because this concern is dampening your vibration and stopping you from experiencing the resolution you deserve. Today, your energy field is being cleared by the light of the universe. Affirmation: I lovingly cut the cords to unnecessary situations, dramas, and people. So, yeah, if you're going through it, know that it's coming out and it's being highlighted for a reason, and you are being released from it, and you are supported in doing so. And so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you have any suggestions or comments on anything you want me to cover, or any questions you want me to answer, please leave that in the comments. I would love to hear your suggestions and comments. Something else I'm doing for just the next couple of weeks or so is offering a free 30-minute one-on-one embodiment session. You can go ahead and book your free session in the description below, as well as find out more information on what that is and what that entails. And if you're interested in working one-on-one, you can also book your free call below in the description. So basically, everything will be found in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.